War never changes.
Except for when you nearly start a full-blown war over the killing of a pig. Now that's something you don't hear about in history books. San Juan Island is located right off the coast of Washington, bordering Canada and America. And for a while, it was highly disputed if the British owned Canada owned it, or if it was property of America, leading to both countries claiming it as their own. So apparently, on June 15th, 1859, Mr. Lyman Cutler, an American farmer, woke up to see a pig rooting around in his potatoes. And of course, this being 1859, he pulled out his musket and promptly shot it. Unfortunately, this pig happened to be owned by a Canadian-Irish farmer named Charles Griffin. Charles Griffin was obviously upset, but Mr. Lyman tried to offer him $10 in compensation, which is about $300 in today's money. Charles Griffin instead demanded $100, which is about $2,000 in today's money. Mr. Lyman refused to pay this, and actually said that it was his right to shoot the pig because it was digging around in his potatoes. But no big deal, right? This is just a little farmer feud that, in the history books, it'll just get brushed over. Well, apparently not, because Mr. Griffin went to the Canadian police and was like, "This dirtbag American just shot my pig. Go arrest him." And when Lyman found out about this, he went down to the American army and said, "These dirty maple syrup-loving Canadians are trying to encroach on my God-given right to defend my potato plants." So now all of a sudden, you have 400 American soldiers gathering along the shores of the San Juan Island, and you have 5 fully armed British warships gathering offshore. Now both parties had been ordered not to take the first shot, so it turned into a kind of stalemate, with all these soldiers just waiting for something to happen. Now eventually, word of this encounter made its way to both respective countries' leaders, and upon hearing the news, they immediately tried to de-escalate the situation, in fear that, if the encounter were to turn violent, they would be forced into a war. After the situation was de-escalated, an agreement was met, in which America and Canada would occupy different parts of the island and live in peace. Even better still for the Americans, eventually, British Canada just kind of gave the island to them. So there you have it. There's the time America and Canada nearly resorted to full-out war over the killing of a pig.